For the last 3 decades, national service has been there when our country needs it most. AmeriCorps members respond to natural disasters, fight poverty, tutor and mentor students, support veterans when they return home, and so much more. AmeriCorps seniors serve as foster grandparents, help older adults remain independent in their homes, and bring their experience and wisdom to the organizations where they serve. Every year, communities across the country benefit from the purpose-driven work of AmeriCorps and AmeriCorps seniors. In the midst of the COVID-19 pandemic, AmeriCorps and AmeriCorps seniors are on the front lines of response and recovery. National service members have been supporting mass care facilities, expanding access to health screenings, conducting wellness checks, and delivering medicine to vulnerable community members. They've helped to address the loss of instructional time by using distance learning tools to help students stay connected and engaged. And they've continued to combat hunger by serving at food banks and ensuring that food is delivered safely to those who need it. Through their service, AmeriCorps members deepen their commitment to community and develop valuable professional and leadership skills. Serving with AmeriCorps can be a pathway to college or a first job, a chance to develop passion and purpose, and a strong sense of civic responsibility. Presidents and members of Congress from both parties recognize the value of AmeriCorps and AmeriCorps seniors. They know the benefits are substantial and the return on the government's investment is significant. In fact, for every federal dollar they invest, AmeriCorps and AmeriCorps seniors return more than $17 in benefits to society, program members, and the government. That's why bipartisan support for these cost-effective programs continues to grow. More than 1.1 million Americans have served through AmeriCorps since the program was established, and today, nearly 300,000 people participate in AmeriCorps and AmeriCorps seniors. Together, they are bringing help and hope to communities struggling with needs that were exacerbated by the pandemic. But there's so much more to do. Let's ensure that everyone who wants to serve has the chance to contribute and grow through the AmeriCorps programs. Voices for National Service brings the national service community together to tell the story of the power of AmeriCorps and AmeriCorps seniors to improve lives, unite communities, and strengthen our nation.
Since 2003, Voices for National Service is building strong, bipartisan support for national service. It's a way in which we build up our nation, we build up our people, and you epitomize the values of this great nation.
When we realize the full potential of national service, the result will be a nation and world that is more tolerant, more connected, and more just. Join us and be a voice for national service.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Voices for National Service Hall of Fame induction ceremony honoring Senator Chris Coons. Though we're unable to gather as we typically do in Washington for reasons we all know too well, we are thrilled to be able to gather virtually today to recognize perhaps the most extraordinary national service champion ever to serve in Congress. Today, it is with deep gratitude that we recognize Senator Chris Coons. Before we start, I want to thank our presenting sponsor, Comcast NBC Universal, along with our other sponsors, the Core Network and With Honor Action. I also want to give a special shout out to our friends at the Delaware Commission on Community and Volunteer Service to thank them for their help with today's program. As you watch, I encourage all of you to help amplify this event on Twitter and to share a post congratulating Senator Coons. Please don't forget to use the hashtag Friends of Service. Our celebration today features the inspiring voices of AmeriCorps members and AmeriCorps seniors from Delaware who have played an essential role in supporting the communities most impacted by COVID-19, as well as other state and local leaders who've witnessed the power of national service at this critical time. We are all deeply grateful to the 270,000 members who stepped forward and agreed to serve in a year unlike any other. Their courage and their selfless service will be remembered. And with that, let's get started.
Congratulations, Chris, and it's a special privilege for me to be here today to recognize Chris Coons has become a dear friend and, as a senator from the state of Delaware, serve in effect as Pennsylvania's 3rd United States Senator. Chris, you've been an extraordinary champion for national service, a passion that I have had the opportunity to witness firsthand, and you are incredibly deserving of this special recognition. I am the co-chair of the Voices for National Service Champions Circle, and Comcast NBC Universal is a founding member of the Business Council. I've been investing personally and professionally in national service programs like City Year over the past 2 decades, and am proud to currently serve as chair of City Year's National Board. I know that national service is one of the best ways to strengthen our communities and our nation. As a business person, this is an easy government program to endorse because it simply makes good business sense. National service is one of the most cost-effective strategies for engaging citizens, building workplace and leadership skills, improving communities, and strengthening and unifying the nation. We are lucky to have a champion like Chris Coons fighting for us, looking for ways to expand AmeriCorps and AmeriCorps seniors so more Americans can serve, leading to a greater impact across our communities. The senator recognizes that service isn't secondary to achieving national priorities. It is essential to achieving them. So thank you, Chris, for your support, for your leadership, and for lending your voice to this important cause. Congratulations and welcome to the Hall of Fame.
My name is Bradley Melson, and I'm originally from sunny Southern California in a town just outside of Los Angeles. Recently, I served as an AmeriCorps member with Delaware State Parks and the Veteran Conservation Corps until the end of 2020. Originally, I served in the Marine Corps as an infantry tow gunner. I did 2 combat deployments to the Helmand province in Afghanistan. During my service, I sustained a few training injuries. My doctor prescribed me opioids to ease my physical pain. I continued to use the drug during and after my time in service in order to ease my mental pain and cope with my later diagnosed PTSD. I was feeling very isolated from my friends. I was just so far away from the person that I used to be. So I started Googling stuff to do. Some kind of volunteer opportunity that would make me feel good about myself, give me purpose, and camaraderie with others. I found an ad for Delaware State Parks Veteran Conservation Corps. It's an AmeriCorps program focused on engaging veterans in environmental stewardship activities. It was perfect for me. It was like a switch went off. I was unsure about committing a full year, but as I was standing by my refrigerator at my dad's house, and I saw a picture that said, "Anchor here until better weather appears." Like a guiding light, I signed up. So the Vet Corps would involve getting outside and working with others as a team. It also appealed to my passion for the environment. Basically, members of the Vet Corps are in charge of the upkeep of all the parks. AmeriCorps members are able to pave the way for future generations to enjoy these parks. The great thing about Delaware, we got Trap Pond, and then you got all the beach parks, you got surfing, you got fishing. Up north, you got miles and miles of trails. Down south, you get the beach. And in between, you get all these little mill ponds that Delaware's known for. You just get a little bit of everything out here. I gained a ton of knowledge in forestry type work. Enough knowledge to the fact that I actually work with the state parks now as an arborist. My boss at the state parks was also a squad boss with the Delaware Initial Attack Wildland Firefighter crew. And we were able to go out west to do some mop-up on some of the western fires, which is checking the fire line and just making sure that the fire is completely out. We even got to fly in a helicopter, which was fun to see the younger guys' reactions. I've flown a couple times in the service. I'm excited to continue learning though, and my ultimate goal is to land a more permanent spot on a wildfire crew. We should absolutely continue to expand and support these programs. It's really an amazing thing being able to not only give back, but at the same time it's really prepared me for the next chapter in my life. I mean, without AmeriCorps I wouldn't have been able to make these connections or felt the sense of camaraderie that I was missing. I wouldn't have any of the tools that I needed. I mean, that's been huge. The Vet Corps has been an experience that I'll never forget. It was my light in such a dark time. It was tough being my age and seeing everyone else get to do all these fun things, and I just felt so separated. Now what I could tell other vets is that even when you've accomplished one mission, the fight never ends. There are always new missions on the home front. Keep getting things done.
Thank you, Bradley, for sharing your moving story of service, first in the United States Marine Corps and then with the Delaware State Parks Veteran Conservation Corps. I know I speak for all of us today when I say how honored we all feel to have the chance to recognize Senator Chris Coons' exceptional support for this community. Senator Coons has been a champion of AmeriCorps for nearly 3 decades. Early in his career, he launched and led the I Have a Dream Foundation's AmeriCorps program, and later, as Newcastle County Executive, launched another AmeriCorps program. He even met his wife, Annie, through the Delaware Commission. So his roots in the national service field run deep. He's a champion for AmeriCorps because he's one of us. He knows how powerfully national service transforms people's lives and strengthens our communities. Since he was elected to the United States Senate in 2010, he's worked tirelessly to expand opportunities for Americans of all backgrounds to serve. As part of his deep commitment to this work, Senator Coons chairs the Bipartisan National Service Caucus with Senator Bill Cassidy, and he's always looking for opportunities to educate his colleagues about the value of national service. Now, over the last year, because he was aware of the essential role AmeriCorps was playing in supporting community response to COVID, Senator Coons knew this was an important moment for us. Last spring, as the country was facing mounting challenges associated with the pandemic, Senator Coons worked with Senator Wicker to draft the CORE Act and assembled an incredible bipartisan group of co-sponsors for the legislation. The bill proposes to invest in the effective national service infrastructure of commissions and programs around the country to dramatically expand opportunities to serve and to increase the benefits for those who serve. As you all know, year after year, Senator Coons has demonstrated his commitment to expanding AmeriCorps and AmeriCorps seniors and to strengthening national service. Again this year, Senator Coons has stepped forward to powerfully advocate for AmeriCorps at just a critical time for our country. Most recently, and most importantly, Senator Coons was the absolute MVP who fought to secure the $1 billion investment in national service in the American Rescue Plan that was signed into law a couple of weeks ago, and he's not stopping there. Before we officially induct Senator Coons into the National Service Hall of Fame, we wanted to share some special messages from folks in Delaware and around the country who wanted to express their gratitude to him for his leadership.
On behalf of the Delaware Governor's Commission on Community and Volunteer Service,
the Division of State Service Centers, and the Department of Health and Social Services.
On behalf of Warrior Community Connect,
the Lewis Rehoboth Beach Rotary Club,
for the Wilmington cohort of Notre Dame Mission Volunteers, AmeriCorps.
On behalf of Reading Partners,
Public LS Delaware,
Jewish Family Services,
and the entire 9/11 community,
Sussex County Habitat for Humanity, and
Reading Assistant, First State Community Action Agency, Senior Companion Program.
On behalf of 34,000 City AmeriCorps alums.
From all of us here at Great Oaks, we want to thank Senator Chris Coons for his leadership and support of national service.
Thank you, Senator Coons.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you so much for your leadership and support of AmeriCorps.
Thank you for being a champion for AmeriCorps.
For being a champion for AmeriCorps.
Thank you, Senator Coons,
for your unwavering and truly instrumental support of national service initiatives.
To building a service-to-career pipeline for an entire generation of educators and nonprofit leaders.
Thank you for making our service possible.
Thank you, Senator Coons,
for being a major champion for national service.
Thank you, Senator Coons.
Thank you for your service.
We appreciate your continued championing of the cause at a national level.
I know if my late father, Harris Wofford, were still with us, he'd want to join me in saluting you for your tremendous leadership and your championing of national service for so many years.
Your support of AmeriCorps helps Citizen Schools carry out our mission to help all students thrive in school and beyond.
It affords us the opportunity to pursue our mission of a more just and equitable society
and support for struggling readers in Delaware.
To support children in becoming lifelong readers.
For building homes, communities, and hope.
And it has been a great pleasure working with you and Senator Wicker
on the CORE Act to expand national service.
Because of your leadership, 3,000 City Year AmeriCorps members are serving more than 300 schools, helping 226,000 students cope and thrive in a year unlike any other.
Your support of AmeriCorps helps Great Oaks Charter School complete its mission of providing an excellent education to students in Wilmington, Delaware.
I can't think of anyone who's done more for volunteerism and AmeriCorps than you, Chris.
I felt there was no one who would be a greater champion to national service than a county executive by the name of Chris Coons. Today I stand corrected because there is someone greater than him, and that would be U.S. Senator Chris Coons.
Because of your leadership, we're getting things done in Delaware and getting things done for America.
Your commitment to service is inspiring. Thank you for all the ways you continue to support our mission.
You are the epitome of a public servant.
We want to congratulate you on a well-deserved induction
into the National Service Hall of Fame.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Senator Coons.
When we think of Senator Coons, we think of him as a champion.
We in Delaware are so proud.
We are proud.
Delaware is proud.
Delaware is very proud of you.
This is so well deserved.
You have represented not only our state, but our nation.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Congratulations to our very own Senator Coons for your well-deserved induction into the National Service Hall of Fame.
And thank you. We're glad you're part of Delaware.
Senator Coons, there is no one more deserving of this honor, and it is my absolute pleasure to officially induct you into the National Service Hall of Fame. Congratulations.
Well, thank you so much, Ann Mora. I am so grateful for this Hall of Fame induction and for the opportunity to join so many others here in Congress and around the country who've been part of the story of national service. You did a great job at putting together a really remarkable video. Ann Mora, you and everybody at Voices for National Service have been such great champions of service. It was great to see Ry Barcott from With Honor as well, and so many who were a part of that tribute video. I'm grateful to David Cohen of Comcast, the chair of the City Year Board, and to all the folks from Delaware. I can't name them all, but Paul Calistro and Lassie and Kanani and so many others from our state commission. As you mentioned, it was through service on the Governor's Commission in Delaware where I met my wonderful wife, Annie. AmeriCorps and national service have been a big part of my life for decades, and I hope that in some small way I can pay back the enormous gift that national service has been to me. The profile of Bradley Melson, who is a veteran now serving with a Delaware State Parks program, or who has served as an AmeriCorps member in our state parks program, is just a reminder of what it is that makes civilian national service through AmeriCorps or AmeriCorps seniors stand out. A can-do attitude, a commitment to helping each other, to strengthening our nation, and to building on our core values. I'm someone who's just been so blessed to see the ways in which AmeriCorps has stepped up and helped our nation in the midst of this dread pandemic over the last year. Just recently, there were 39 members of NCCC who helped more than 11,000 Delawareans get vaccinated at an event at Dover Motorsports at the racetrack in Dover, Delaware. There have been members of DHSS who are supporting after-school activities for students in need and helping out with the Food Bank of Delaware. And very soon there will be the launch of the next AmeriCorps program that I've had some hand in. National Health Corps Delaware will launch soon with a new cadre that will be helping in response to the pandemic in Delaware. I've been grateful for the partnership of colleagues and friends here in the Senate, Senator Wicker and Senator Blunt, Congresswoman DeLauro and Congressman Price, who've also been recognized with this award and who have been great partners along for the journey. There are so many who have made this possible. I do have to say a special note of thanks to Senator Barbara Mikulski, a tireless champion for national service, who when I first got here in the Senate was the leading voice on national service and who essentially handed off to me the challenge of continuing to fight on the Appropriations Committee for National Service. And there are folks who have helped lead CNCS, who've served on its board or who have served as staff, who have been a great part of my service journey as well. I'm grateful to President Biden, to all who are supporting the expansion of national service that was just made possible by the adoption of the American Rescue Plan, which, as you mentioned, Ann Moore, includes $1 billion for AmeriCorps expansion. I'm particularly grateful to Corey Leinen on my own staff, who's been tireless in his fight and his advocacy for the CORE Act. More than half of the Senate Democratic caucus has recently joined a letter to the administration to urge further expansion of AmeriCorps this year as part of our recovery. And I am excited about the very real prospect that when we're done with our work this year, we will be a big step closer to a nation where people of all ages will look to each other and say, where did you serve? Making service, whether military or civilian, whether overseas through programs like Peace Corps or here at home through AmeriCorps and AmeriCorps Senior, a part of the American experience is a goal that I've pursued for decades and that I think we are much closer today to accomplishing. Ann Moore, with that, let me just say thank you. Thank you for this recognition, and thank you for the opportunity to be a part of this very special ceremony today.
Thank you, Senator Coons. You know you are our hero, and we are absolutely ready for the next push. Now we'd like to turn to our question and answer segment of today's program. Senator Coons, we have a few questions from some of your national service constituents in Delaware. We'll be hearing questions from Kanani Munford, Tina Morrow, Renee Beeman, and Tamara Smith.
Good afternoon. I'm Kanani Hines Mumford, Executive Director of the Governor's Commission on Community and Volunteer Service, and I have the pleasure of leading the State Office of Volunteerism. Senator Coons, we are so grateful for your support of AmeriCorps and national service. I was wondering if you could speak to a moment or program that inspired you to be a service champion.
Well, Kanani, thank you for that question. As was referenced earlier in the program, I had a chance to help launch and run one of the very first national direct AmeriCorps programs. Three very close, dear friends of mine, Charles Chestnut, Adam Bromwell, and Richard Pinner, gathered together. We dedicated a whole week of our lives staying up all night to writing a grant, the first federal grant any of us had been involved in, and then to recruiting, training, and supporting 150 AmeriCorps members in 15 cities across our nation. We were literally flying the plane while we were building it. We were learning a lot about how to run and how to deliver AmeriCorps services throughout the country. I am still in touch with those three wonderful friends of mine. It cemented our lifelong friendship, that service opportunity we had together, running training camps, doing oversight, providing support for our chapters around the country. And I'm still in touch with some of those AmeriCorps members from that initial program team today. That passion for national service was also further cemented when I was part of the commission, which you now lead, Kanani. And it was there that I met a fellow commissioner, Annie Lingenfelter, now my wife, Annie Coons. And then later, my passion for service was further amplified by launching the Emergency Services Corps in Newcastle County, Delaware, where I'd grown up and where I was county executive. It helped strengthen the volunteer fire service and the community that had raised me, and it helped me see the common thread across all three of these experiences, that AmeriCorps is a great opportunity for people to gain skills, to gain an earned opportunity for college, and to become a part of giving back to their own community, and to help build a stronger and more inclusive and more just society.
Good afternoon. I'm Tina Morrow. I'm the Director for Public Allies Delaware, the AmeriCorps program with the University of Delaware's Biden School. Senator Coons, what do you think is the most compelling aspect of national service, and how does that resonate with elected officials?
Yeah, well, thank you for that question. I think one of the most powerful aspects of AmeriCorps, in contrast to VISTA and to other solo service opportunities, is that you're a member of a corps. You're a member of a team. When I've had the chance to see this A on people's shoulder, on their sweatshirt, or on their lapel pin, and I have a chance to ask them about their service experience, something that just happened this Martin Luther King Day. I was home in Delaware and was part of 2 different service projects where there were AmeriCorps members serving. When I asked them about it, yes, it's great that they're getting more skills. It's great that they're earning an Eli Siegel Education Award, but many of them talk about the powerful experience of being a part of something, a part of a cohort, a cadre, and the companionship that brings them, the friendship for the journey of service that brings them, and the ways in which that core experience grounds them and helps sustain them in what is often the first chapter in a lifelong journey of service.
We are proud of what you do and how you represent not only Delaware, but your commitment and support of national service is commendable. Thank you so much. My question to you, Senator Coons, is, are there particular aspects of AmeriCorps and AmeriCorps Senior that have bipartisan appeal?
Well, thanks, Renee. Renee Beeman is a dear friend and someone who has really dedicated her life to service and support, working in public health in Delaware and making sure that marginalized or disadvantaged communities get access to the health care that they need and deserve. I think one of the things that has made support for AmeriCorps durably bipartisan is that it delivers locally determined services that through local nonprofits and through state commissions, it is a partnership between federal resources and local nonprofits and local private sector support. The impact of AmeriCorps on those who participate in it, and then seeing the impact they have on the communities in which they serve, is what has made this an enduring bipartisan priority for our nation.
Hi, Senator Coons. This is Tamara Smith from Teach for America, Delaware. I want to first say congratulations on being inducted into the National Service Hall of Fame. And also thank you for sponsoring the CORE Act and just for consistently elevating service as a priority for our nation. My question for you is, how do you think national service can help build our teacher pipeline, specifically here in Delaware?
I think Tamara Smith just asked me a question about building out the teacher pipeline in Delaware. She's the executive director of Teach for America Delaware, a fantastic program that I've visited with many times. One of the exciting things about AmeriCorps is how it often launches a lifetime of service. As we heard in the very first video by Bradley, he's gone on to continue working with our state parks and continuing working in the area that he was first exposed to through his AmeriCorps service. I have 5 AmeriCorps member veterans on my staff. Corey, who helped lead our successful work on the CORE Act and in securing funding through the American Rescue Plan, was himself a part of Teach for America. I have other folks who work with me in Delaware and here in Washington who had previous service in AmeriCorps programs of a wide range of different kinds. So one of the great things about AmeriCorps is that it doesn't just give people hands-on opportunities to serve and strengthen their skills. It often launches them into a lifelong career. I've got 3 kids of my own who are 21, 21, and 20 as of right now. And I think AmeriCorps is a great way for young people to explore. Often folks in their teens and 20s aren't quite sure yet what it is they want to do with their lives. And AmeriCorps provides a tremendous, structured and supported opportunity to explore service, to develop skills, and often to discern a future career path. Teach for America and City Year, Public Allies are programs I'm very familiar with, all of which have ended up leading to careers in service for tens of thousands of Americans. There's other programs like Youth Build that produce specific skills in the construction industry in that case. One of my priorities that's going to be carried forward in the CORE Act and in the implementation of the additional funding that we've secured this year is to further diversify the core of those engaged in national service by making the education award stronger, the living stipend stronger, and by doing greater outreach to make sure that those who are serving represent the communities in which they serve. And Maura, thank you for the chance to answer these 4 questions. Thank you for this opportunity to continue engaging with you and the folks who are part of Voices for National Service. I am so excited to see the next chapter in national service and the ways in which it will help bring us together as a nation and further strengthen the fabric of America.
Senator Coons, we cannot thank you enough for your partnership, your leadership, your creativity, and your relentless can do. We are just so grateful to you. And on behalf of all of us at Voices, thank you for your service. Thank you for your leadership. And with that, we're going to turn to the next couple of speakers on our program.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm honored to join you today, especially since Comcast NBC Universal has sponsored the Friends of National Service Awards since 2004. This past year has been an incredibly challenging one and has impacted all Americans in unprecedented ways. At the same time, it has also presented an opportunity for us to come together, support our communities and one another, and has provided the chance for so many people to step up and ask, how can I do more? This year, nearly 300,000 AmeriCorps members and AmeriCorps seniors agreed to serve and help address our nation's most pressing challenges. Comcast NBC Universal thanks you for your extraordinary service. This award celebration is an important reminder that national service has the power to bring us together. Senator Coons, Senator Wicker, and Congressman Price have introduced bipartisan legislation that would dramatically expand AmeriCorps to help communities impacted by COVID-19, to strengthen efforts on diversity and equity in national service, and help prepare more young people for future work. The team at Comcast NBC Universal is excited that these bills are gaining national attention, but I must say we are not surprised. Our company has been investing in AmeriCorps programs for 20 years because we were drawn to the public-private partnership and the idea of placing citizens at the center of solving local challenges. Our commitment to service, volunteering, and nurturing entrepreneurs has been a part of our DNA since our founding. We also know how effective it can be when we empower our employees to get involved, uplifting local communities through their time and unique skills. Senator Coons, congratulations on your induction to the National Service Hall of Fame. You are so deserving of this special recognition. As you continue working to expand national service, you have a committed partner in Comcast NBC Universal. Thank you and enjoy the rest of the program.
We are so glad you could be with us today, Senator Coons, so that we can thank you for your incredible dedication and belief in national service. On behalf of the entire national service community, I want to thank you and express our gratitude for your incredible leadership and your support, and very importantly, for the many ways that you've been advocating for AmeriCorps and AmeriCorps seniors. So it is indeed an honor for us to induct you into the National Service Hall of Fame. It is much deserved. Congratulations. And to all of you who are also in the service community, thank you for being here tonight. Thank you for your service. And if you are not now a member of Voices for National Service, I want to encourage you to join us right away. We really need your voice and your participation so that we can strengthen and expand national service so that any American who wants to serve has that opportunity. Thank you to you all.